player like Jokic, what's your first thought process playing against him? And you shake your head.
He got so much to his game, it's just tough. There's so much stuff that can throw out there, so many different plays for him. There's so many different spots. You got to be ready for anything.
I mean, you end up with a double-double, which you guys needed. Were you looking to be more aggressive on offense tonight?
Yeah. I think that's going to be one of the teams this season. Just being more aggressive on offense. We need it, especially now with Kawhi out. We're going to need everyone to be more aggressive on offense, take their shots. Yeah.
So this is the first time you've had back-to-back 20-point games. How do you feel like you can just continue with the streak that you're on?
Just play the game. I think now with I'm gonna get the looks, touches, and guys gonna run some play for me. Guys are looking for me. I'll be out there for a lot of minutes, so not force anything. Just let the game come to me, play in the flow of the game, and whatever it is. Some nights it might not be 20, some nights it might be less, but just play in the flow of the game. Make the right plays, make the right reads, and sometimes it might be 20, sometimes it might be 8, 12, whatever it is. Just play the right way.
Do you feel like you have an elevated level of comfort now compared to this time a year ago?
Yeah. Especially with being out there with James. I understand now. How he want to play, where he, in what spots I can get my looks, what spots he likes, what screen, where he likes screens, where he doesn't. So, and just being a year older, one more season of experience helps with that. So, feel pretty comfortable out there.
You've had a lot of really good battles with Jokic. For whatever reason, it seems like you guys just happen to have big nights against each other. Do you look forward to these games? How fun are they?
For sure. He's probably the best player in the league right now, and 3 times MVP. So it's a challenge every night, and especially coaches let me guard him one-on-one. We don't double, so it's every possession is a battle. They run so much stuff for him, that wedge action where, you got to go under because there's a screen coming for a post-up, but then he can pop back and shoot a three. So, every possession is like a mind game with, he's playing with the defenders. You got to be really locked in and, any little mistake you make, he's going to make you pay. So it's a challenge, and I look forward to these games a lot.
How did you feel about that last possession, guarding, just for one being on the court, but guarding that last possession? You guys chose not to foul. He misses the 3.
Yeah.
When he made more threes than he's ever made, with something like that. How'd y'all execute that?
It's a new defense that Jeff brought that we put in the practice. It's kind of different. You're not guarding a man. You're kind of guarding the area. And after they get inbound the ball, that's when you match up. So it's something new. I was a little nervous, not gonna lie, at the timeout when he said we're gonna guard like that because we never did in a game, but it ended up well. Luckily, BJ didn't foul, and it was a tough shot. You gotta, he made it, he makes it, but it's a tough shot that you gotta do it.
We've talked about it a lot at this point, but you were open about wanting this role, this opportunity to start in 37-point game tonight. Just what do you think a performance like this shows about what you're capable of?
I think it just shows the work, the commitment to getting better, the commitment to myself and the belief in myself, the belief in what the coaches and the organization having me to step into the role. But so it's what I expect from myself every night. That's why I work the way I work. So yeah, I've been ready for this.
So you had 22 in the fourth, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta tell me.
First career high, 22 in the fourth.
There we go. That came from that guy right there. How was you feeling?
Just staying in the moment, being aggressive, man. Didn't want to lose. So whatever that looked like, being aggressive on the attacks, on my shots, on my reads, whatever it was, doing whatever it took to help us get a win. That was my main focus, make an impact and make plays.
You had no idea you were going that. Well, you knew you were going good, though, right? You felt.
I mean, you're making shots, so I mean, you know, you're going well when you're making shots. But I wasn't thinking about it, man. I was just focused on what the next play was, what the next read was, and really just staying in the moment. I don't think about how much I'm scoring or what's going on. Miss shots, make shots. Good games, bad games. The focus is to stay even, stay even kill, stay balanced, and focus on what I got to do to help this team win.
James praised your defense. He says you don't get enough credit for what you're able to do on that end. It's a conversation, another one that we've had a lot. How do you feel you performed on that end?
I feel good. You know, being locked in, being active, talking on the floor in timeouts, making it an emphasis. You know, you don't want that label. You know, being a liability. And defense is all about effort. You know, I remember when I first came in, that's what they was my calling card to get into the NBA. They weren't talking about my scoring. You know, and that's what got me on the floor in my earlier days in my career, and kind of got away from it, trying to show that I can score and be effective offensively. But now, you know, where I'm at in my career, it's about being a two-way player and getting back to that, especially with a larger role.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Norman. Thank you.
I saw you kind of leaning forward, sort of looking at the coaches. Were you itching to get back in the game at that point? You remember what I'm
I
talking
always
about?
want to play. I don't remember that moment, but I always want to play, man. I just love to hoop. I love to compete. I love to play the game of basketball at the highest level. You know what I mean? So, just NBA season is back. You know, we got our game 2 on the road against one of the best teams we have in this entire league. And so, trying to come away with a win. And I think the guys did a really good job of just maintain that composure and finish the game.
Well, obviously you were intent on making the free throws, but when you miss the ones the first game and you come back and make these 4, anything goes through your mind about that? It's just, I'm making them.
Norman's been open about wanting a starting role, wanting an opportunity to show what he's capable of. What have you seen from him so far, particularly tonight?
He's been doing an unbelievable job on both ends of the ball. You know, he don't get a lot of credit. You know, just because a lot of times, like guys like Norm, you know, I was at that point one time where, you know, we embraced the betterment of the teams as that 6-man, you know, role, just to make sure our team is able to achieve things that, you know what I mean, we all want to achieve. But, you know, he has an opportunity and he's taking full advantage of it. He's doing an unbelievable job on both ends of the ball. He's playing well. Probably the best he's played his entire career, if you tell you.
This time last year, like you guys were doing runs, that was y'all last start together. Obviously, him moving second kickstart what y'all needed to do as a team to get through last season. Like seeing him again on the floor, like it was like going back out with him and competing against him again.
Great, man. Like this is his 17th year, my 16th year. We both from inner city LA kids. That's hopefully when it's all said and done, we're gonna be, in the Hall of Fame. Like that's a story right there. So I'm happy. You know, he's happy and he's playing well and he's doing this thing here in Denver. So it's always happiness when we see each other.
What was the significance about closing out this fourth quarter this time for this team?
I mean, the last game was just, first game. It's just a lot of things going on. We wanted to kind of settle down, get a good shot, and defensively just, stick to our principles. So I think even today, man, the first three quarters, we got in foul trouble way too fast. So that's something that we can correct, but I love our physicality and our aggressiveness. So just continue to chip it away.
So this is the first time that Zoo's ever had that 20-point game.
Oh, it is. I wonder why.
In his whole career. So
I wonder why.
What was like?
Because you want that.
I mean, you're getting him ready to play. You're feeling.
Yeah, man. Zoo's been on another level as well too. So I'm just excited for our entire team, our entire roster, and we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.